What's up, guys? Welcome back. Highside Broadcasting coming back to you guys again here today. This time we are at Auto Club. Auto Club. So Auto Club, Fontana, California, whatever you guys want to call it. Christopher Bell on the pole. You got Truex, Reddick, Larson, Byron. Hamlin there down in 8th. Elliott, Bowman, Elliott. Okay. Bubba Wallace starting 25th. Just looking at some notables here. Yeah. So, all right. Bell still looking for his first win of the season. A pole here, though, is a good way to start. $50 lapper here. Alright, coming out of 4 here. Joe Gibbs, all Joe Gibbs front row. Then you got Reddick, and then a couple Hendrick cars. You got Chastain right there in 6th. And then the other 2 Gibbs cars in the 4th row, starting 7th and 8th. And then the other 2 Hendrick cars. So here we are. Green flag is in the air. Christopher Bell gonna get clear. Reddick to 2nd. Byron, Truex already falling back here. Byron to 3rd. Truex back to 4th. Looks like the inside line dominating here early. Truex gonna get clear of Byron down the backstretch and a quick move underneath Reddick for 2nd. Larson up in front of Byron. Byron lost a few spots there down the backstretch, so it looks like you want to be on the outside down the backstretch and obviously the inside in the corners. Larson looking underneath Reddick. Again, will we see a multi-time winner this season or another new winner? Bell has not won yet. Truex and Larson have. Truex actually has won twice this year. Looking for that 3rd win. The winningest driver in this series if you combine this year and last year. Christopher Bell, though, the champion from a season ago. Gibbs, Hendricks, and then 2311 and Gibbs, and then, yeah, the rest of the field here. Allmendinger running awful. Again, what's new? 37th of, or 38th of 39 cars. I don't know what is going on with Allmendinger this season. I mean, he doesn't even have half the points of 2nd last. There's 36 full-time guys. He's 37th in points. And the next guy, other than Jimmy Johnson, who's part-time, in front of him in points, it's like double his points. And he's not going to help himself, running 38th. Gillen's struggling this year pretty big time. Bell still out front. Truex, Larson, Byron. These guys getting pretty spread apart here. Gibbs up to 5th. Pretty quick mover. Started 7th, 8th, somewhere around there. Reddick. Hamlin moving past Chastain here. Chastain falling back. You see Elliott getting by Blaney for 10th. Bringing Logano with him. Chastain now. Looking underneath Chastain. Suarez and Briscoe. Kyle Busch struggling in the points. Elliott struggling in the points. Some rough start to the year for them. So Busch here running 15th. Needs a solid run. And Bubba Wallace struggling in the points as well. And 20th ain't going to help him any. John Hunter Nemechek right now the last guy in the playoffs. 16th in the cut. Eric Jones, 17th in the cut. So those two together again. Legacy Motor Club cars. McDowell is 10th in points. Running 23rd now, but he seems to figure it out. He gets so lucky every week, and he's run well as well. But 10th in points, and this is the 10th race of the season. That's impressive. Ricky Stenhouse, Ryan Preece, Austin Cindric actually having a decent year. Preece and Stenhouse kind of years, but DiBenedetto, another awful year. He's 35th in points of the 36 full-time drivers, so DiBenedetto needs to turn it around a little bit, running 27th. Hemrick started hot, has fallen off a little bit, running 28th. Berry also right inside the cut line, but running 29th will not help Josh Berry. Zane Smith, another one. First couple races started pretty good. He's fallen off pretty hard since then. Justin Haley, Cole Custer, the Rick Ware cars. LaJoy, it's been kind of a start to the year. 29th in points. I guess what you would expect out of that team. Hocevar right there as well. You can see the one-offs here. Timmy Hill, Reed Sorensen, and David Starr in this thing. Meanwhile, at the front, Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr. A little blurry here. 3-car breakaway. Larson as well. They have drove off from Byron, who has a pretty solid gap back to Ty Gibbs and Reddick. Looks like Blaney up to 9th now. Chastain falling back to 10th. Elliott right there, 11th. Elliott also struggling pretty big in the points. So we need to see him start turning it around a little bit, or could find himself in some trouble. Chase Briscoe's fallen to like 23rd in the standings, struggling for him. Both RFK cars running well. I think they're 10th and 12th in the points or something like that. Or no, it's like 11th and 12th, something like that. Keselowski and Buescher. 16th and 17th right now, but see Bowman 8th. He's had I guess you can say he's had a weak start to the season as well. He's right below the cut, I believe. Or he might be above it, I don't remember. But, yeah, Christopher Bell, Truex, Larson, and Byron have drove off from the rest of the field. I do not expect to see lap traffic here. All 3 of these guys outside of Bell, 3 of these 4 guys have won this year. Truex looking underneath Christopher Bell. He's there for the lead. Oh! Bell gonna fire back on the outside. You can see them driving away. Denny Hamlin up to 6th. Yeah, I'd say the big 4 this year has been Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, William Byron, Martin Truex Jr. I can't really even say that, though, because Kyle Larson had an awful start to the year, but he's turned it around up to 7th in points. Does have a win. But it's been Byron and Hamlin every week. Truex has come on strong, looking for a 3rd win here. Blaney, 2 very lucky wins. He's one of 2, him and Truex, the only multi-time winners this year. Everybody else has won once or none. Pretty impressive there. Ryan Blaney already 2 wins in the books this season. Bell putting a small gap over Truex here. Briscoe up to 13th there. And these four are driving away, putting quite the gap, already 2 seconds back to Ty Gibbs. Gibbs, Hamlin, Reddick, Bowman, Blaney, Chastain, Elliott, Logano, and Briscoe all on a line here. A little further back is Suarez, Busch, and Buescher. Keselowski kind of on an island of his own. Back to Dillon, Wallace, and Noah Gragson. Gragson, another top 20 run, running right there in 20th. Needs a solid run. Maybe that car can point his way back into the playoffs after a rough start to the season for the 98 car for Highside Motorsports. That is our car. John Hunter Nemechek right behind him with McDowell, Jones, and Stenhouse. Not a lot of racing here, a lot of single file. Christopher Bell has led every lap so far, dominating this one right now. He showed flashes of speed this year, but he's really been kind of quiet. Again, the defending champion has not won yet this season. Could it happen today? Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Larson, William Byron right behind him, all of which have won. Truex twice already this year. Justin Haley up to 29th. Looks like he's inside the top 30 now, which is about where he's at in points too. He passed Zane Smith and Hemrick. Haley for Rick Ware Racing. That is quite pretty good there for that team. So, yeah, Justin Haley doing well. Cole Custer doing pretty decent in that car. Gibbs has taken a 10th out of the gap here from this 4-car group. We'll see if that continues or if they start pulling away again. Gibbs, Hendricks, Gibbs. Right now, all 4 Gibbs cars inside the top 6. Then 2311, Hendricks, Penske, Trackhouse, and then the final Hendricks car, Elliott in 11th, and then Penske, Haas, Trackhouse, RCR, RFK, RCR, 2311, and then Highside Motorsports right now, the top 20 positions. I would expect to probably see pit stops at some point or another here, but I'm not sure. Not 100% on that. You can see they've continued to put the gap there. Denny Hamlin's up to 5th, but he's lost half a second to the leaders. The gap was 2.0, now it's a 2.594. You can see Gibbs has fallen to 6th. Four-car breakaway and then a 3-car breakaway. towards the back of the pack here. See David Starr, Reed Sorensen. See a 40.2, these guys 39.9, so you can see the gap difference there, a little bit faster. Allmendinger looking underneath Timmy Hill here, way back in the pack. Not gonna get underneath him. He might. Yeah, he will. Gillen looking to make that pass as well. I believe he's gonna at least have a chance to do it here. Hill gonna get back by him there, the outside. Everybody around here looks like they're pretty spread out here. Christopher Bell dominating this race so far as we are about to be halfway through this thing. Truex a run on Christopher Bell. Does he have an opportunity? No, not going to get underneath him into the corner. Truex another run here. That time he is going to get under him. Will he have enough momentum coming off to make the pass? They're door to door here. I don't think so. Nope, got to fall back in line. Christopher Bell looks to be the one to beat here. Byron actually could try and get by Larson. Byron gonna clear Larson for third. Ty Gibbs back in front of Denny Hamlin. Elliott up in front of Chastain now. 20 to go here. Not sure if I see anybody getting by Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell trying to sweep this thing, win it, leading every lap. I think the biggest thing that's going to stop him is not a caution, but pitting. You see Larson actually falling off these guys a little bit. He'll probably gain it back though. 3 seconds back now is Denny Hamlin. Yeah, the only way I see Christopher Bell losing this one is if they got to make pit stops. And I'm not sure if they need to. It says 22 gallons, 50 laps. Not sure how accurate that is, but that'll take us right to the end. Could we see an interesting finish here with guys, some making it, some not? If that is true, 50 laps. Maybe they will all pit. Maybe they'll all make it. And if we have a split decision on who pits and who doesn't pit, telling you what, we could have a very interesting winner here and another jumbled up finishing order. We've had many of those this season. You know, these guys have run in the positions that they've run in all day, and then some will happen and the finishing order will be completely wild. Right now, this is all Christopher Bell, Martin Truex Jr. out front. Joe Gibbs dominated, but Hendricks, Byron, and Larson right there ready to pounce. You can see the gap they have put on Kyle Larson. I assume he will probably use the draft and get back up there unless he's actually going to lose it. There we go. All right, kept going though. Yeah, Larson maintaining. Truex to the lead. Byron underneath Bell as well. I don't know if Byron's going to make the pass, though, but Martin Truex Jr. made the pass, and there I stand mistaken. New leader, Martin Truex Jr. going for that third win of the season here in the first 10 races. Martin Truex Jr. now out front. You can see Kyle Larson still staying about 8/10 back as it is going to glitch again. As long as it doesn't crash, we'll be alright. I know it does it a lot. It looks like Larson is starting to close in here using the draft a little bit. Probably will close in a little bit. Larson right there. He's coming back into this. Truex now to the point. $15 to go. Will they pit? That's the question. Every week, that's the question. Will they pit? Larson is called back up. Christopher Bell back under Martin Truex Jr. Seems like they make the passes a lot easier in 1 and 2 versus 3 and 4. Bell back to the lead. This falls back in his hands. Defending champion looking for his first win of the season. Elliott has passed Logano for 10th. Zane Smith is got by Justin Haley for 30th. You can see him start putting a gap back on Kyle Larson a little bit. Truex looking low on Bell. Making the move into 3, though, hasn't worked. He has to make it into 1. He's going to get next to Christopher Bell. But again, you can see not going to get the power off. Bell firing back on the outside. Truex door to door here. Actually noses ahead, but momentum going to go to Bell. William Byron staying in line. Maybe not. The momentum not going to Christopher Bell. They're staying neck and neck. And into turn 1, this is where you can make the pass. And Truex back to the point. William Byron again going to try. Not going to get clear. This will go back to Bell off the corner. Martin Truex Jr. back to the lead with 10 to go.
You're done. What are you doing?
Recording.
Oh, you're recording.
Caesar! Only 8 to go.
Why are you recording that?
I've recorded all these. I'm a whole season in.
What do you do with the recording then?
Post on YouTube.
Do you?
Yeah. Keep track of the standings. Caesar, that's enough.
How do you get it on your phone so perfect?
Zoom in. Zoom in. 3 to go. It's not looking like these guys are going to pit here. Byron, maybe they are. Not sure what's going on here with William Byron. Could this mean pitting? Oh, yeah, here we go. Kyle Larson pit stops with 3 to go. Byron staying out. Truex, Bell, Larson down pit road. Byron stays out, and I don't think he's the only one. I think he is the only one. Everybody else down pit road. Bubba Wallace staying out as well. Cindric and DiBenedetto. Now the question is, do they pit? There's still 3 to go. I guess they're coming to 2 to go. Allmendinger stays out. A couple other ones staying out. William Byron likely going to pit this time. Coming to the white flag. Is he going to stay out? Late decision here. Coming down pit road here is the 24. Now, does anybody stay out? Because if they do, they're likely going to be the winner of this race. Bubba Wallace coming down pit road. All right, looks like Austin Cindric and Matt DiBenedetto are going to come down pit road. Yes, they do. AJ Allmendinger, what it could be if he were to win this race. He's coming down pit road. David Starr. He's going to come down pit road. And now this is Martin Truex Jr. leading Larson. This is going to be Truex versus Byron. They're coming to the white flag this time. They do pit, make things interesting. Who's going to come out first? Whoever comes out first is going to win this race. William Byron coming out of pit road right here. You can see Truex coming by on the outside. He's going to merge, and this is going to be Truex. Through turns 3 and 4, going to pick up his 3rd win of the year. Martin Truex Jr., I think, is going to be the winner here. And look at how this jumbled up the finishing order. Allmendinger is 14th currently. We'll see if he remains. And Truex is the winner. Larson, Byron, what happened to the 20 of Bell? He's going to come home 5th. An issue on pit road. Hamlin got by him. You can see this is jumbling up the finishing order. Allmendinger falling, still falling. He's to 33rd now. And I believe that's where he's going to finish. It's going to be 33rd. Martin Truex Jr. the winner. Gregson up to 16th. Barry up to 24th. DiBenedetto kind of stayed. Keselowski fell to 23rd. Buescher fell to 21st. Wallace ends up about where he was. McDowell up to 19th. Nemechek ends up 18th. Elliott 12th, kind of stayed around where he was. Bowman ends up 7th. Reddick 6th. Hamlin up to 4th. And Martin Truex Jr. is our winner. And the point leader. Richmond will be next. 10 races in. Most laps led goes to Denny Hamlin by a long shot. Most pulls this year, 4 to Denny, 2 to Byron, 2 to Bell, 1 to Reddick, 1 to Truex. So every single pull this year except the 2 that went to Byron are Toyotas. Alright. Well guys, that's going to do it. See you next time.